Greetings, guys, girls, and non-binary pals. That was very aggressive of me, but I'm just very excited to welcome you back to episode 4 of the SavvyCat Podcast. So
I'm Cat.
Oh, and I'm Savvy. And as you know, we are both members of the LGBT community, and we just wanted to talk a little bit about that today because there are some things that need to be spoken about.
Yes. Yeah. There's a topic that's been brought up both on our minds and also a lot of people have been talking about it and just asking us to talk about it.
Yes. So. And that topic is biphobia, both within the LGBT community and also outside of it, because bisexual or like queer like myself, we make up a majority of the LGBT community, and yet there is still a lot of...
Or pan,
bi, pan. Yeah. We make up a majority of the LGBT community, and yet we are excluded from things within it and also outside of it. So that needs to be talked about.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, we were going to talk a bit about our experiences and what we see and our thoughts and that sort of thing. So,
yeah.
I don't know why I winked.
So
that was weird.
I hope you can find some, I don't know. I don't hope you can find some relatability in this, but if you do, I hope it comforts you.
Yes, I hope it's validating.
Yeah.
Knowing that you aren't alone in biphobia, which is terrible. I wish it didn't exist.
Yeah.
But at least we can all suffer together. So, one that I think is like the most common and the thing that I think pretty much everyone I know who identifies as like bi or pan or along those lines faces is that whole thing of like, I don't want to date you because you're bi. Because it's that there's too much competition or you might cheat on me. And I've heard that from gay men. And also my gay friend just like one day said to me, he's like, yeah, I couldn't date a bi person. No offense. I'm like, what? I don't remember. What? Firstly,
hello?
I didn't ask you at all. He just randomly said that to me one day out of like nowhere. We weren't even having a conversation. That was the first thing he said to me.
Well, I mean, I'm glad we're on their minds, I guess.
What? Why? He just like approached me after class one day and was like, yeah, I could never date a bi person. No offense. And I'm like, hello?
Imagine just going up to someone and go, yeah, I would never date you.
But he was a gay man. Obviously, he's never going to date me. There's no point in telling me that. And then his friend, or our friend who was straight, was like, yeah, no, me neither. I could never date a bisexual person. There's just too much competition. And I was like, I don't remember asking either of you. For the record, I wouldn't date either of you either.
Yeah.
So, that's just like, it's so stupid. It's kind of like they mention it as though you're going to date everyone. Like, I don't want to date you.
The hypocrisy from like people like from the LGBT community specifically doing that, it's like that's what you keep complaining about people telling you, and then hello?
It is so stupid. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And it's like,
oh, good.
It's like that thing of like, they're like, oh, but it's too much competition. You like more people. And I'm like, no, you like...
The lack of trust you must have in your partners.
Yeah.
To be constantly worried about competition. It's like, that seems like a you problem that you need to sort out with your own trust issues. If you go into a relationship going, oh, I can't trust you. Like,
it's like,
okay.
It should be the same amount of trust, right? Because it's like,
yeah,
you like other girls and I trust you not to go mess around with other girls. I like other people. You like other girls, not all girls. I like other people, not
It's
all
like-
people.
Yeah, it's not, sexuality isn't in the question here, it's morals.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just as likely to cheat on you as anyone else.
Yeah.
Less likely, even. I'm very fussy.
Yeah. Mood. I really don't understand the whole, like, if you go into a relationship thinking, oh, I have to worry about, this person's friend or, jealousy and stuff like that. It's like, I can understand being jealous sometimes, but that being one of the most important things on your mind when seeking a partner, it's not good.
No, and it comes down to also like that sort of thing of like not letting your partner hang out with someone of the same gender as you. So it's like if I had a heterosexual boyfriend, I'm like, no, you're not allowed to hang out with other girls. It's like, how much trust do you lack if you don't trust your partner to be around other people that they're potentially attracted to? You should probably rethink the relationship and your priorities. You should have enough trust in your partner to let them be around other human beings. And if you don't, that's not a sexuality thing. That's a trust thing. And you need to sort that out.
Yes. Yeah.
Not okay to control who your partner can and cannot see. Not okay.
No. And like, also, what? So I'm just imagining a scenario where you start seeing someone, you really, really like them, and then they're like, oh, they trust you enough to go, oh, I'm bisexual, and then you go, oh, we can't date anymore.
Bro, that's exactly what happened in Love is Blind. That show pissed me off so much. Oh my god.
It's like, if anyone in this scenario is not trustworthy, it is you judgmental asshole.
Oh man, that really got me. Just like, shut up, it has nothing to do with you. Like, my sexual history and relationship history has nothing to do with you. You don't stop being attracted to people once you enter a relationship. That's not how it works. You just stop acting on the attraction. It doesn't matter who you're attracted to. You just don't act on it. That's all it is. The only difference is that I happen to be attracted to other people of other genders, and it's like the percentage of people I'm attracted to is probably very similar to the percentage of people you're attracted to. You might be attracted to 7 other girls, and I might be attracted to 6 girls and 1 guy. You know, you don't know. Based on every person I've ever dated or been in relationships with or whatever, I will most likely be attracted to less people than they are at one time. Other than celebrities. Celebrities don't count.
Yeah, that's a mood. Yeah, that's fair.
It's just so stupid. The amount of people you can be attracted to doesn't necessarily increase the amount of people you are attracted to. I don't know. It's so stupid. And also, I'm not going to act on it.
Yeah.
I know we've already said that, but that comes down to, like a moral thing. That's an action thing. You can control yourself. It's not that difficult. And if I did break that, it's not because I'm like other people of other genders. It's because
you're a dick.
I am a dick, yeah. If I cheat on you, it's not because of my sexuality. It's because I'm an untrustworthy person.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was uncomfortable, so I had to put my leg up like this. I was sitting on my foot, and now I have pins and needles.
That's always the worst. I really don't get the argument of, like, in general, but especially, like, specific, like, specifying one section of the LGBT community to go, I don't like you in particular. It's like, that... Hello?
Well, they do. It does happen with trans people get quite excluded sometimes as well.
Yeah, I know. That includes, like, TERFs and all of those kinds of things. If you go, oh, I'm all for equality except for this one small group of people. Like,
you're not for equality.
That's not... No.
And as someone, like...
You just want equality if it benefits you. Shut up.
This, like, you see this reflected with, like, you know, like, gold star lesbians and shit, right? Where it's like, I will not sleep with someone who has ever seen a penis. It's like... Bro. Firstly, there are a lot of lesbians who are in the closet and would, like, sleep with men because of, you know, internalized homophobia and not coming to terms with who they are. So firstly, you're cutting out lesbians. And secondly, why does it matter? Like, honestly, it's so stupid. You're cutting out so many potential partners.
It's so dumb. Like, judging in any relationship, judging someone's past sexual history at all is just, like, the only conversation you need to have in terms of that is, like, STIs.
And, like, you talk about
STDs.
Kinks and things, and, like, I've tried this and this worked. That sort of thing. But, like, you don't have to disclose who you've slept with before. And if someone's shaming you for the amount of people you've slept with, or the gender of people, or people that you've slept with in general, they're not. I'd say fuck them. I'd say fuck them. But that's the opposite of what you should do. You should not fuck them. They don't deserve you. I mean, you can if you want, but they don't deserve you.
No.
So I realized, I was, like, looking at myself, and I'm, like, really low down, and I realized it's because my chair is low down. Give me one sec. Oh, that's so much better.
Nice.
Hello, everyone. I moved. I'm sorry to interrupt the podcast really briefly. I was looking at myself, and it was annoying me. That is so much better. Okay. Welcome back to that short intermission. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Just gold star lesbians, man. And then platinum lesbians are even worse. No, gold star lesbians are girls who have only slept with other girls. Lesbians have only slept with other lesbians or other girls. And then platinum lesbians are lesbians who have never touched a penis or anyone who has ever touched a penis. She's also trans exclusive too. Can we talk about that for a sec as well? That's like... Yeah. It's biphobic and transphobic.
Yep.
Rolled into one ugly package. If you are a platinum lesbian and you, like... If you're a gold star or platinum lesbian and you wear that like a badge, fuck off. And if you... Oh, I see it on Tinder. People have, like, gold star lesbian in their Tinder bio. I'm like... I don't care. Yeah. I don't care who you've slept with. I do not give a fuck. Like, cool, you've only slept with girls? Great. Cool for you. I don't care. And neither should anyone else.
Yeah. The fact that, like, I don't know. It's just, like, especially, like, within the LGBT community, like, for a community that's so... Just the one thing that's supposed to bond us all together is strength against hate and love, right? Love and acceptance. That's the one thing that's supposed to bring us all together. It's supposed to be a community where we can all go, you love who you love, it does not matter. So for you to bring just toxic hate into that, you are a bad person. I am sorry. But that is bad. Do not do that. It's toxic and it's hurtful, and you are just brewing the same homophobia that's going to be shoved right back into your face, and then you're going to complain, and then it's never going to end. It's never going to end.
It's just a cycle forever and ever. We all have to accept and love each other for others to accept and love us. Everyone is equal. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's like I've gotten a comment like someone saying like, how do you feel about straight people at Pride? And I'm like, well, firstly, you are basing that on like assuming people are straight.
Yeah.
Because there are like heterosexual couples that could be one or both of them could be bi or pan or trans.
Or pan. Yeah.
You don't know. You see a heterosexual couple at Pride, you are 100% assuming that they're both straight.
Yeah.
And like, and I mean, or closeted, you know?
Yeah.
There could also be people who are closeted at Pride, and it's like their safe space, and it's like coming to terms with acceptance. I've had a few people comment on my videos saying that they went to Pride and it's what helped them decide to come out and that sort of thing. You don't have the right to tell someone they can't go to Pride unless they're like openly homophobic and going there to be an absolute dickwad. Then they're not allowed. They can fuck off.
Also, like, opinions on straight people at Pride. Like, I've gone to Pride 3 times.
Lucky.
And every time I've gone with my mum. She's straight. What am I supposed to not go with someone that I care about?
Yeah, I feel like it's good to have allies go as well because it helps them like understand and see, you know, what it's all about. Yeah. Especially like I'm sure there are parents with their children who like, you know, found it hard to accept them and things. And if you take them to Pride and they see all that stuff, I feel like it helps them with like accepting.
And like we did, it's like I know my mum's school has done a couple marches for Pride, and like a lot of the parents and a lot of the students there were probably straight, but they were supportive, and it exposed them to support and kindness and celebration for us.
Yeah.
Didn't you want that?
I feel like by banning straight people, you're kind of like sort of saying you don't want their support, but we do want their support.
Yeah.
And like, especially young people, right? Like we want to teach kids to like support the LGBT community, and by making them feel accepted and welcome, it's sort of helping them to be like, oh, this is normal, this is good. And if they come from homes where their parents aren't so accepting and things, they're learning that gay people and trans people and things are like the same as them.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really important.
Yeah.
Also, like younger. There was a lag, so we both started talking at the same time. You go. You speak.
I was just gonna say that I lost it, but I was gonna say that even if like the whole point of this is to stop exclusion, so by excluding straight people at Pride, you are proving their point that exclusion is a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I understand why you're like, this is our safe place. And I understand that, and I think that is very true. I completely get that. I understand the argument. I just think we can't assume anything about anyone, and we don't want to exclude people because we want them to, like, you know, be with us, right? Yeah.
It's like, as long as we all keep in mind, and this includes like straight people or whatever, as long as we all keep in mind that this is a pride parade for the LGBT community,
we don't take away from that.
In mind, we don't take away from that. You know, that is the core of this celebration. Then there is, anybody can attend to that.
Yes. And as long as, you know, it's like sort of going to, like when you go to gay bars and stuff and you have like, as long as there's no like straight girls looking for like a gay best friend because they think that's cool, or any like,
but that's homophobia.
Or any straight men going to like hit on lesbian women and things like that's those straight people are like, they're not allies, you know, like allies.
They don't have that goal inside their head, you know. They don't have that.
Allies are there to support. Allies are there to support their friends and family. They aren't there with any ulterior motive. Straight people with an ulterior motive, no, they shouldn't be allowed to go. If you're there to celebrate Pride and to support your friends and family or yourself, you are by all means welcome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you're allowed to go, but if you start spewing that bullshit and pride, I will politely look away while someone smacks you in the face.
Yeah, I'm too anxious to hit you myself, but I'll tell someone else to.
Yeah. Yeah, I will just respectfully avert my eyes. Not condoning violence, but you guys understand what I mean.
Definitely. I think there's a lot of that sort of thing. You can never assume someone's sexuality as well. Like,
No.
like I was saying, like I went to a King Princess concert with my ex-boyfriend. We were in the front row, and you're just surrounded by all these like gay couples, and he was probably there were probably like 4 other guys there. And so I'm front row at a King Princess concert with my boyfriend. But like, I'm gay, so
Yeah.
I felt like everyone was just like, what the fuck is this straight couple doing here? I'm like, you can't assume that I'm not gay. But to be fair, no one ever assumes that I'm straight. I don't look,
Unless it's the, like, 5 people during your live streams that go, are you part of the LGBT community?
No, they don't ask if I'm part of the LGBT community. They ask if I support it, which is even weirder. You think I have rainbow hair and don't support the LGBT community? I feel like that's like cultural appropriation. You aren't allowed to wear rainbows if you aren't gay, right? That's how it goes. I'm kidding.
No.
I am kidding. I am kidding. I am kidding. I am kidding. That was a joke. But for real though, I don't think anyone with like rainbow hair is straight. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be.
Or with queer as a name.
Yeah, queer is in my name and in my bio. My bio literally says, yes, I'm a little bit gay. My name is the Queer Kiwi and I have rainbow hair. I don't know how much more obvious I can make it. Really?
You could literally be like, I don't know, have a girlfriend right next to you. And they'd still be like,
that's happened to me before. Someone DM'd me and they're like, I followed you for 6 years and I didn't realize you were gay. I'm like, I had a girlfriend for almost a whole year. Hello? She's like,
I don't respond to that one.
She's literally followed me for like 6 years. I had a girlfriend for 10 months and I posted photos with her frequently.
Like, oh my...
Including photos of us like kiss. Like, what is...
Yeah.
Hello?
That in itself is... Can I just say that in itself is biphobia?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of like I've had boyfriends and they're kind of ignoring the girlfriend part.
Yeah.
That's true. Unless they just forgot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Still though, I guess it's that bi-erasure thing, right? When I'm dating a guy, people say I'm straight. When I'm dating a girl, people say that I'm a lesbian. And I'm like, that's not how it works. When I was dating my ex-girlfriend, my friend's mom like said to my mom, she's like, oh, I hear Savannah's a lesbo now. Word for word. What a friend's mother said to my mother. My mom got really mad.
Yeah, fair enough.
My mom got really mad because my mom doesn't like that's kind of not a, you don't use that word, you know, it's kind of insulting, right? You don't just call someone a lesbo. That's sort of how you use it in an insulting way. And also you're erasing my sexuality. And my mom got mad and didn't talk to her for like 3 months.
That's valid. I would have done the exact same thing.
She's also still mad at my friend for that, because, you know, that's sort of how he would have said it to his mom, and she was like repeating what he said.
Yeah.
So she's never gonna be happy about that.
That's also fair.
Yeah, that's valid. I'm not really friends with them anymore, so.
Yeah, good.
But that sort of shit happens all the time.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like, when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, I started dating a boy. People were like, oh, so you're straight now? I'm like, no! No! That's not how it works! Ugh!
I just, like... How can you... Like, it's in the fucking LGBT name. Like, there's no... Like, I don't know. You can't be uneducated about this shit. It's there. It's right there.
No, don't you remember that one TikTok? She doesn't believe in bisexuality.
Oh, yeah.
Bisexual people don't exist. It's the LGT community.
It's LGBT.
I really want that hoodie.
Me too.
I really want it. Alex, can I have one? Please? It's just so stupid. The amount of people who are like, it's also, I guess, a denial thing, right? Like, they don't want to. And the whole notion of, like, you know, bisexual women are assumed to be straight, whereas bisexual men are assumed to be gay and in denial. So
We love fetishization.
But also, it revolves around men, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's like, it just, excuse me, no, honey.
Yeah.
Not everything revolves around men. Stop it. But it is true, though. So many bisexual women are just, like, accused of, you know, they're just experimenting. And you'll find a man one day.
Like, the amount of fucking just like, oh, you're bisexual, can I have a threesome shit? It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Honestly. Like, if you're bi and you want a threesome, that's fine. But that's not why you exist. It's when people treat you as though that is the reason you exist.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you told me this really personal thing about yourself. Here, let me propose sex with you.
Sorry, it's not funny. And just like, the amount of times, like, you see on Tinder as well, couples have noticed they don't get so many matches, and so they've just started putting like their like girls in their profile, and you swipe with them, and then you'll talk to them for a little bit, and they're like, so do you want to join me and my boyfriend? I'm like, I just put time into you. Like, when they, it's one thing when they put themselves as a couple, but when they lie and say it's one person, and then you invest your time in them, and then they tell you they have
that's happened to you like several times.
So many times. I was like organizing going out for coffee with someone, and she's like, can I bring my boyfriend? I'm like, fuck. Or we were talking,
that's
and she's
also like, we were talking about trust before. Like, okay, then don't lie to people, you piece of shit.
Literally. God. It's just so frustrating.
Yeah, I'm sorry I've been swearing a lot. This subject gets me a little bit heated. Also,
parents. There are parents who support the LGBT community, but when, like, kids come out to their parents, they're like, no, you're not bi. Like, it's like they don't accept bisexuality. Yeah. They'll accept you if you're gay, and they'll accept you if you're straight, but they won't accept you if you're bi. And I'm really sorry if that has happened to you. That is so terrible.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I remember my mom said to me when I was about 9 or 10, she said, or maybe a bit older, she said to me that bisexual people were indecisive. Because, you know, she didn't know, I didn't know, and I was just like, she's like, they can't make their minds up about anything. Haha, she said it as a joke.
Yeah.
But some people do really think that. And when I confronted her her about it, like, last year, and she said it's because she has one of her friends is bi, and she's like, he's just a really indecisive person all around, and I just thought it was funny that it fits his sexuality. I'm like,
it's like, okay, but you're not bi, please don't make that comment. You wouldn't make it about anything else.
I could joke about it. I'm allowed to say it. You're not allowed to say it. Non-bisexual people, you aren't allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I am very glad. I like girls, though. I'm getting more and more sick of men every single day.
I know.
We might be in, like, lockdown until October.
Don't say that. I have to start university.
Well, in the UK, they're threatening to, like, keep, like, social distancing measures, not, like, lockdown, but, like, I miss physical contact with people so much. Like, any form of physical contact. I just want to hug someone, you know?
I know. Me too.
God, I'd give anything to hug a pretty girl.
Yes.
Sorry, it's not
yes.
funny. Also, I put my legs down so I'm sitting like a normal person, and it's really uncomfortable. But my leg fell asleep, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh,
everything is fine. I'm stuck to my microphone. I fixed it. It's fine. Nothing even happened. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. How do I sit on a chair? This is just like classic that we're talking about bisexuality, and I like can't. I'm like struggling to sit on a chair comfortably.
I've been crossing my legs this whole time.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm comfortable now.
Keeping you in the frame is going to be a nightmare.
I'll just move out of it for a sec and come back into it. It's okay. I'm sitting cross-legged like a child at school now.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I just think it's such an odd thing because I feel like bisexuality or like pansexuality or whatever, it's like I just don't understand why it's so judged. Like I don't understand why it's so like difficult for people to accept. It's like it's not, but they just I don't know. I don't understand what's so hard about it. Why can't people just not be assholes?
Yeah. I don't get it either.
I guess I get that with everything though. Like I don't understand why people are racist or like homophobic or sexist or anything. Like the whole thing doesn't make sense. Just like accept people for who they are and like get on with your life. It doesn't affect you. You know what I mean? Like you're like it limiting your options.
Yeah.
You're limiting your options of like everything in life if you're just like discriminating against people because of something they can't help. Stupid.
It makes me just it really makes me angry.
But I mean lesbians and platinum lesbians and platinum gays, you're really just like cutting your options down real small. Like you see like lesbians complaining about how there aren't very many, you know, lesbians, and like, you know what would make that problem easier? Not being biphobic. I keep thinking that like I keep forgetting that a majority of people aren't gay. Like I'm like convinced that everyone is gay.
Why did that when you like I knew that, but when you said that I was genuinely shocked.
I know, it's so strange to me because I'm on TikTok, gay TikTok. All my followers on Instagram are now like gay. All of my friends are bi. Like literally all of my friends are bi or gay. I just forget that most people are straight. I just genuinely forget straight people exist way too often.
Yeah.
And not only is it that like all my friends are gay, they're pretty much all bi. And so I just get I get confused. So I kind of just assume that everyone is gay. And I forget that I'm like, my options aren't limited. Everyone's gay. And I realize that's not actually true.
Yeah.
That's not true, but I forget. So TikTok's really just like messing with my perception of life.
Fair. That's very fair. But like, could you imagine being straight?
No.
Yeah.
Girls are way too pretty. Girls are way too pretty. They're
Girls
so
are so
pretty,
pretty.
it hurts. I'm not talking about boys, I'm talking about girls. That song's been stuck in my head all day.
She's been singing it for a good, 3 hours.
Yeah, before every podcast, me and Kat, will be on call for about 3 hours before we ever get around to recording.
We've already had, half of these conversations.
Yeah. Oh, man. We talk about this stuff all the time. This is 90% of our conversations are just us getting mad about things, which is why we started a podcast. We're like, we should get mad with other people.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I
will say, our conversations have progressed. We used to be talking about Luke Hemmings.
That's because he's a beautiful man.
That's, yeah. I won't disagree with that.
I will accept Luke Hemmings.
The contrast between, our 2013 conversations to these ones.
Bro. Oh my god.
2014.
If you want to see an episode of us reading our old conversations from when we were 12, let us know, because that would be hilarious, but also terrible. Oh my god.
Mortifying.
Some of the shit we used to talk about is so fucking funny. But like we said a couple weeks ago, we used to just send memes, exclusively. It was
oh yeah,
memes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I am exhausted from existing at the moment. I'm just so... This lockdown has me exhausted.
Time hasn't felt real for the past, 2 months.
No.
It's May.
It's what?
May.
How are we nearly halfway through the year?
I know.
I also keep being I haven't achieved anything. And I literally moved to London.
Yeah.
And now I have 75,000 followers on TikTok. And I'm making a podcast. And I'm making YouTube videos. I feel like I've achieved more than I'm giving myself credit for.
Absolutely.
Oh, I've also released 2 songs.
Yeah. And music videos. The hell are you on?
I feel like I've done nothing. It's May, and I haven't made any money. But capitalism. I'm just talking about capitalism. Capitalistically, I've done nothing. I haven't earned any money. I am not a sufficient human.
Oh.
Ow!
That hits a little bit too close to home. That one hurts just a little bit too much.
Right? Because we're told that our worth is measured on how much money we make. And right now, I make $0. I haven't made money all year. I've made I've made £15 off of TikTok lives. That's all the money I've made this year.
When we got back to our holiday, I had 4 weeks of work. And that's all I could get my hands on. That's my food money for university. That's my university living savings right there.
That's terrible. I've had to borrow so much money off of my mom because I got a job interview, and then as soon as I got the interview, lockdown. I was applying for so many jobs, and I was on to the next phase of interviews, and then it's nope. If only that had been before lockdown. Imagine if I'd have gotten a job before lockdown. I would be getting paid right now.
Yeah.
Now I just owe my mum a lot of money. I sold my car, though, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid lockdown. But we've been progressive. I don't think we would have started this podcast if it wasn't for lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
we've
good
done
in
a
that
lot
way.
together.
We have.
Yeah.
Like we keep saying, we've talked more in this lockdown than we've talked in 6 years combined. Yeah. Oh my
we laugh, but it's the truth.
Yeah, the sad truth. But now since we talk every day, we've been on call for 3 hours a day for pretty much every day for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That we went 2 days without talking the other day, and I was so sad We called and we talked for like 4 hours and we were just like, I missed you so much. It was when we don't talk for like 2 days, we both like end up crying because we miss
were
each
both
other.
in tears.
We've become very codependent.
Oh, yikes. Big yikes, my dude.
Oh no. It's fine. It's good though.
Yeah.
I've had people ask about like long distance relationships and things, and like I don't know about long distance relationships, but I definitely can advocate for long distance friendships. Like
Absolutely.
We are so close, and we haven't lived in the same city for like 7 years, so
yeah, it's like I've been like 2 years without ever seeing your face in person.
Yeah.
Right? But you're my favorite person on the whole planet. Like, I trust you more than anybody. And then, we barely ever see each other.
These are real tears.
Oh, no!
Oh, God made me cry. Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, God. Abort mission. IU's new song. IU's very pretty.
And I mean, one of my songs, I've got Fingertips, and I wrote that about internet friends, but specifically, like, Cat was the biggest inspiration for that. The link is in the bio if you want to stream it. But that song, like, I think...
I'm in the video too, so...
Yes, Cat's the opening to the video.
And I'm halfway through it.
Yes.
I'm in there twice.
And like, I think that if you have an internet friend, it is a good song, and I wrote it for you. It is to all of you from me as well, from us.
Yeah.
That song is to all of you, our family.
It's a really good song. It's a really, really good song.
Casual plug.
Yeah. It's a nice chill bop. Like, you can listen to it like while going through like a walk. Like, it's the perfect walking song.
Thank you. And then Kat has poems about me in her book. See?
I do.
Which will also be linked in the description. I think, like, no matter how far apart we are, and no matter how long, we go without ever seeing each other, it's sort of feels like I've seen her yesterday every time I see her. Yeah. But on average, we've gone 1.5 years between each time we've seen each other.
Yeah.
And we'll see each other a couple weeks at a time. And then we've now moved to be, like, a 1-hour plane ride away from each other. And we get forced into lockdown. So it's been 5 months since I've seen her again.
It was literally like when we came back from our holiday together, we were literally like, okay, next month we'll go and visit each other. Once a month we'll stay over at each other's house and just hang out. And then the virus, which shall not be named, just came and beat our asses.
I'm so mad. But one day we'll be able to see each other again. We didn't take our goodbye seriously enough because we thought we were going to see each other like a month
I know!
later.
I'm really upset about that.
We were both kind of like, alright, bye.
Yeah, see ya.
So annoying. But, it means when we're reunited, we get a good reunited hug.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you again. I
miss
me
you.
Too.
Me too.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay.
We've kind of gone a bit off topic.
We went a little bit off topic, but, friendship, sexuality, they're all kind of interlinked a little bit.
Yeah.
We're both LGBT. We're talking about each other. It's the same.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. But that probably means we're sort of coming to a close here, aren't we?
Yes.
Did you want to talk about the charity this time?
Yes, the charity is, we've mentioned it before, but if you have any spare money, or if you want to do something good, you don't have to, but the option is in the description to donate to a charity called Stonewall. They're LGBT charity to look after people, LGBT people who need maybe help, asylum seekers, or people they help combat, I guess, discrimination in workplaces or schools, or they also do a lot with helping, if you're stuck inside right now with maybe a toxic environment, they can help you. So if you need those resources, they'll be in the link, and if you want to donate to the charity, it'll also be in the description. Yay.
So I hope you're all feeling safe at home.
Yes.
And that you are looking after yourself, and make sure you're checking in on your friends and family to see how they're all doing as well. We need each other right now. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was.
We made a Patreon.
Oh my god. Okay, so people have asked me in my lives and things, they're like, I want to support you, how can I support you? And I was like, I don't want to take your money. And they're like, please make a Patreon. So we did yesterday, and it's beautiful. Even, we do not expect anyone to give us money.
No, absolutely
If we did get any money, it would go towards, like, Kat doesn't have a microphone, I need to get something for my microphone. Like, we'd get that sort of thing if we did ever get any money.
We're filming on our phones.
Oh yeah, we're also filming on our phones with terrible lighting.
So like cameras and all that kind of stuff. So it'll go towards that. But it's 100% your choice.
Completely up to you if you wanted to give us anything. Like, I think the lowest is £3 a month and the highest is £8 a month. And even if you don't want to give us any money, or you can't, which is totally understandable, click on it and look at it, because it's beautiful. We worked so hard on it. We are children. Like,
we were up.
Oh my god.
We were up till what? It was 1 a.m. my time last night. We were up to.
It's beautiful.
Just
honestly.
Making this.
If you need a serotonin
we worked
boost,
so hard.
Just click on our Patreon and look at it and laugh at us, please. It's worth it. It's so worth it. We're so proud of it.
Really, really proud of it.
We're very proud of it. Again, you don't have to give us any money, but do at least admire our work.
Yeah.
We also, in the description, will have my Instagram, both our Twitters, my Spotify, and Kat's book.
Yes.
If you want to check any of that out. Keep up to date, because we're hilarious.
Yes.
Our Twitter is where we sort of like share the deepest parts of our souls.
My latest post is literally just a screenshot from 8 by IU.
Brilliant. It's beautiful.
The deepest part of myself is just IU's face.
That's true.
Shadowed
though. You can't deny that.
That is true. Very true.
So yeah, if you want to keep up to date with us, do that.
Yeah.
Weird plugging stuff. Ew, I feel weird.
I know. Well, if anybody watched this far, you probably know all this stuff anyway.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If anyone even made it to the end. If you made it to the end, if you've made it to this point, thank you for coming. We love you. Yeah. We hope that we've been able to keep you company while you're like doing your art or cleaning your room or just sitting down and feeling a bit alone, or you just want to hang out with us. We hope we've made you feel less alone and you've enjoyed hanging out with us, because we have enjoyed hanging out with you. Feel free to leave recommendations for what you want to see us talk about in the comments as well, by the way. Yeah. Topics, just any questions, any comments about the topic that we've been talking about. Just anything you want to get off your chest, you can leave it in the comments. That's completely fine. Yes. Indeed. Yeah. Okay. I hope you guys had a good week. Yes, and we will see you next week. Yes. We love you. Bye. Bye.